let's talk about President Trump and the question of, can he get to 50? We're going to take everybody's questions in a bit. So if you've got questions, hold them for now, but we will get to your questions. But I want to make sure everybody recognizes you'll get a chance to participate. And he's got the biggest horse race number of any poll, of any Iowa poll on the Republican side, beating George W. Bush's record from 2000. He's also got the biggest lead of anyone. Again, George W. Bush's lead was the biggest in the final Iowa poll. If you take into account the enthusiasm, if you take into account where you have his horse race number, again, you may not feel comfortable saying, but it seems to me he can get over 50. Given where you have him and given that his organization may well be able to increase the turnout there. Does that seem fair to you?
That does seem fair to me. And we had him in our December poll at 51. So he's dropped a few percentage points, not meaningfully so, but psychologically, symbolically, to have fallen below the 51% which he got before, is to say, that was a sign of invincibility. You get a majority. There isn't anything anyone can do. I would like to point out, Mark, that if you take Nikki Haley's number and Ron DeSantis's number and you add them together, it's only 36%. So Donald Trump at 48 is a third again as many people. So to me, it's hard to imagine any scenario, and especially given the intensity, that Donald Trump doesn't come out a winner.
A winner.
I think,
I was just going to say, I think one of the stories that Democrats have to be worried about, and one of the things that interested me most in your poll, Ann, and I've got to say, I think Ann is the most accurate pollster in Iowa by far, ever. She's a goddess, in my opinion. But the most interesting number was the number of new caucus attendees that Trump was mobilizing. Now, maybe we don't see them because of the weather, but Democrats need to be very concerned about that, because if we're having turnout problems and he's generating new supporters, first-time supporters, that's a really bad scenario.